Salam Yahabashim Yashar Thumb to the brothers. Salam Yahabashimar Thumb Bashim Yashar to the sisters. Peace and Officer Abadi Allah holding down at ISCPK Southern California. Sabbath service for Peace and Officer Autism. You know what I'm saying? If you're not new, which majority of y'all ain't. I mean, y'all know how Sabbath service go. 49 verses in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the English. Man, we're going to break down these scriptures, read them in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? The ancient tongue, the tongue that blacks, native Hispanics originally spoke. You know what I'm saying? All this English and Spanish and every other language that, can be, associated with our people is not our tongue, not our native language. The Hebrew, which we read on the Sabbath service, is our native tongue. And it's so imperative that we learn and study the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of words in the Hebrew don't mean the same thing in English, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Friday night, worldwide, ICPK worldwide have a Lashwan Kodash class, you know what I'm saying? And it's set up like that for a reason. Friday night, you watching the Lashwan Kodash. Saturday morning, you hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Read during Sabbath service. So it's like, it's imperative that you, watch the two to understand the Lashwan Kodash, man. It's a blessing that we can, understand and, look at this, you know what I'm saying? The language that the white man has, messed up so bad, man. The fake Jews don't even speak Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? They speak Yiddish. So, the world don't really know what the Hebrew sound like, what it sounded like way back in the Bible, the time, during the time of Christ and the prophets. But here in the ICPK, we know what it sounds like because, we got men who study, you know what I'm saying, studied the Hebrew now. We got it, you know what I'm saying? So now we know what it sounds like, how to read it, how to understand it, you know what I'm saying, how to break it down. With that, nothing else, we're going to start the service. So I might even just meet up here. La Yashralu, which means to Israel. All right, with that, Amayim Wapanyaha Kodum, which means to rise and face the east. We're going over the prayers in the Hebrew and in English. You know what I'm saying? Following along at home, repeat after me. First one we're going to be doing is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shumka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Sabah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Ba'aratza, Kowa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasta Laklanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasa Laknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'a, Sabayanawa, Banasai 1, Above, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rat, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahtapara, La'ai Walumium, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So like Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. This is the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Babu Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Narapa'ah, Call Maka Allah, will call Matawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazariah, Hakak, Lahaquayim, Hamathim, Hakak, Al Raka Awad, Hatama Allah, Lagar Shun, Bahashem Yahawashi, the water, Aman. It's the power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, and the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahawashi. Thank you, so be it. We'll be going over blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Barak Lanawa, Wayashra Allah, Yahweh, Bayah, Saparia, Barak, Bahasham, like Bahasham Yahushai, the water a month. What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Jesus, like in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Haharyam, Ma'yan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratiza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Rogalka, Alyanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tzalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamum, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Athapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabawaatka, Mayatha, Wa'ai. This is Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer, he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Dami Alaka, Al Tak Arash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Ayawabyaka, Yahamam, so like Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'arwamya, so like Ya'arwa, so like Ya'arwamya, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'itazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalwa, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamya Shra'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Itazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Aliyam, Mawaba, Wagaryam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashat, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwai, Labunya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Lahum, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabian, Kayabian, Banakar, Kwayashwan, Nishad Muwa, Bayan, Dara, Haiwa, Dama, La'adama, Shayatumwa, Nada, Yamawa, Kairab, Wakazaba, Wakazalmanai, Kal Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatumwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapunya, Rawaka'a, Ka'ash, Thabaira, Ya'ira, Wakala Abba, Thalahat, Haharyam, Kun, Tharabdatma, Bastairaka, Wabasa, Wapaska, Thaba Alam, Mala'a, Punyahum, Kuala One, Wayabakashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Punyahum, Kuala One, Yabashwa, Wayabaalwa, Ayai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Daiwa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayawan, Alka, Ha'arataza. This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace. Be not still, O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them, as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zaid, yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Dalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like it will, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth their wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. And now we'll be going over the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapim, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayunyam, Ha Kahayoyam, Wa Aquatyam, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the water, Aman. Now we'll be going over the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. All right, you may be seated. All right, we're going to be going over these 49 verses in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the English. You know what I'm saying? We'll be starting at Leviticus chapter 11, verse 20. I'm saying we're going to go from there. All right. So this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Kal, Shara, so like a Sharatazah, Ha'ai Wakwa, Haha La Al, Ara, so like Arabataza, Shakwa, so like Arabata, so like Arabai, Shakwat, so like Shakwataza, Hawa, so like Hawa'a, Lakam, verse 21, so like Ara, Zaha, so like Kalawa, Makal, Sharataza, Ha'ai, so like Ha'ai Wakwa, Haha Lahar, so like Al, Arabai, Ashar, La'a, Lawa, Kara Ayam, Mama I, so like a Mama I, so like a Mama I Lara Ga Laya, so Lara Gala Layawa, Lana Thar, Baha, so like Bahan, Bahana, Al, Ha'aratza, verse 22, Alaha, Mahama, Ta'a Kalawa, Ha'arabaha, Lama Yanawa, Wa'ath, Hatala'im, Lama Ya Nahawa, Lama Hayanawa, Wa'ath, Hakaragala, Ragal, Lama Hayanawa, Wa'ath, Haka Gaba, Lama Yana Hawa, verse 23, Wakal, Sharataza, Ha'ai Wakwa, Ashar, Lawa, verse 24, that's like it. Arabai, the Gallium, so like the Gallium, Shaquataza, Hawa'a, Lakam, verse 24, Wala'a, Laha, Tha, Thasa, Ma'awa, Call, Hana, Hanaga'ai, Ba, so like Bana, Ba, Latham, Ya, Yatama'a, it's like Ida, it's like Ha'ai Rab, verse 25, Waka, it's like a Wakal, Hana Sha'a, Mana Ba Latham, Waya, it's like a Yaka, it's like a Yaka, but Basa, Baga the Yawa, Watama'a, so like Ida, Ha'ai so like Ha'ai the Ba, verse 26, last verse. Lakha, Haba, Hamaha, Ashar, Hawa'a, Rapa Sama, Parama'a, Washta Sa'ai, Aya Nana, so like Aya Naha, Shasa Atha, Waga, so like Waga Ra'a, Aya Naha, Ma'ila, Tama Ayam, Hama, Lakam, Call, Hanaga'ai, Bahama, Yatama'a. All right, that was the first 7 verses. In the Hebrew, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 20. Now we're going to go in the English, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 20 in the English. Let's get it. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 20 in the English. And fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat for every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, and leap with all upon the earth. Even these of them that ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. So we started going over this last week. So we started, actually getting into, what we would say the law, like the laws that we had to follow, when going into the land. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the previous chapters are, the same, saying the same thing, but these is like the specific laws, like the dietary laws, the laws of being unclean. You know what I'm saying? The feast days, Leviticus 23, the feast days. The law of being unclean, I believe, is Leviticus 15 later on in the book of Leviticus. So right now, it's just going over the laws of all the flying things you can eat. You know what I'm saying? So if you was here last week, we basically went over that. You can't eat vultures. What else you can't eat? You can't, what's it called? That's an obvious one. Vultures. I mean, if you look at a vulture is just disgusting. They look sickly. They look like they're dying themselves. They look like the things that they eat. They literally wait for, over there in Africa for the lions to get done feeding off, the good parts of the carcass, and they literally hover over it. You know what I'm saying? They hover over the lion and the carcass. As soon as the lion going, they're going to eat the remains, basically like the bottom feeders on land, though. You know what I'm saying? They basically do the same thing shrimp, crab, and lobster do in the sea, but on land. They literally just eat the scraps, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, why would you want to eat something that eats something that's decaying, that's dead already? You know what I'm saying? It's going to cause a whole world of problems for you, not only because the Lord told you not to do it, but simply because of the fact that it's just gross. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with common sense, any smart person can see that a vulture is not, you know what I'm saying, a wise thing to eat. You know what I'm saying? Flamingos too, like, that's just weird. That's the thing that the white man taught us. That everything that creeps upon the earth and everything that look appealing, if you can kill it, cut it, and cook it, you can eat it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not true. The Lord gives you dietary laws. He gives you rules that you have to follow as far as, what you can eat. You know what I'm saying? Not only for your health, but because he commanded you to do so. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to be separate from everybody. So, of course, we're going to, not eat like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to eat roadkill. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to, in the South, in the South, they like to fry up anything, man. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen this brother on, Instagram or TikTok, somewhere on social media, where the brother is just cooking anything, cooking snake. I seen him cooking alligator, what's it called? Like all types of fish and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, it's just horrible. A whole bunch of abominations, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna go over stuff like that too. You know what I mean? The obvious thing, lizards. Like, who wants to eat a lizard? Like, that's just nasty. I'm sorry. If you look at a lizard and think that's appetizing, you need to go get checked out. Because that's genuinely gross. It's just disgusting. And who wants to, you know what I'm saying, want to peel the skin off, you know what I'm saying? And, it's just nasty. It's just not a, fun thing to think about. But you have to say these things because people do this, especially our people, especially in the South. They eat anything that walks. You know what I'm saying? We see roadkill, they see dinner. You know what I'm saying? We can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a roadkill has been dead. It's been sitting there decaying, going through rigor mortis. You know what I'm saying? It's stinking up the road. It's squished. And they go and they peel the rest of the fur off and, do what they will with it. You know what I'm saying? And eat it. It's just gross. You know what I'm saying? And this is going over right here that you cannot, some of the things that you can and can't eat. That's, what this chapter specifically is going over. Now I want to touch on verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. So all this right here, it just, possums and squirrels. Oh my gosh. Possums, squirrels. What are the things that fly that we should not be eating? Bats. I mean, that's an obvious one. We talked about that last week. That's just a flying rodent. People would literally call them rats with wings. You know what I'm saying? They rats with an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? They got better transportation. Possums and squirrels, bro. I can't look at no possum or a squirrel and think that's appetizing. Not even just because I'm in the truth, just because I got some sense. It's just gross. You know what I'm saying? And you look at that and you think that's appetizing, bro. I know it's no limit to what you will and won't eat. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, it just says locust after his kind, the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper. I ain't saying nobody specific, but there's a certain nation of people that I literally see on my Instagram feed, you know what I'm saying, cooking, scorpions and literal cockroaches, like the big old cockroaches, putting them on a skewer and cooking them. You know what I'm saying? You want to go out there and you want to try and be like them, go ahead and catch all the type of stomach diseases and worms and parasites you want. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm going to stick to what the Lord said. But it says right here that you can't eat grasshopper, that you can't eat beetles, that you can't eat, certain kind of locusts. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say you can eat scorpions and cockroaches and this, that, and the third. And, you're always trying to add on to what the scriptures say, or you don't follow the scripture at all. You're always trying to find a loophole in it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're going to look at it, well, it said we can't eat this, but it did say we can't eat this. But, just because it's in a different subcategory, no, you're trying to add on to it. You're trying to find a loophole to not follow the law. You're going to try and do that, and you're going to end up suffering the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're trying to run from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to run from the law, and that's something you cannot do. Like, that's like the dumbest thing you could try and do is try and make, a way in the law for you to get by with sinning. It's not going to fly, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat anything you want. You know what I'm saying? You can't do what you want. You don't have free will. You know what I'm saying? You got choices, but only one of your choices is right, and that choice is to serve God. You know what I'm saying? And this right here is telling you that this is to serve God. And a lot of, Christians or people who don't know what they're talking about, or people who don't know the Bible, say that this or there's only 10 laws, or all you gotta do is follow the 10 commandments and you're good. You don't gotta follow the laws of Leviticus. That's stupid. That's so dumb. And the same people will turn around and say, well, the Old Testament is done away with. Well, if it's done away with, why do you still follow the 10 commandments? The book of Leviticus is literally the law. It's literally telling you what to do when you get into the land, how to live in the land. The Lord is telling you how you're going to live in this land, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it when you get to the land that I give you. This is what Leviticus is. You know what I'm saying? It's right after that. It's right after Exodus. Right now they're traveling through the wilderness and they're going to enter into the land. You know what I'm saying? But it's somewhere crisis. Sister Batharawana, Sister Black Dazzle. Yeah, man. Can't eat anything you want. Yeah, I spoke to one of my history teachers in like 7th grade. He was telling me he went to Africa and was eating over there and he got malaria. Like, bro, if it's not a country that's our people, I'm not going there and I'm for sure not eating. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to go there anyway? Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Passport bro trying to go and find them, you know, a quick ride. You know what I'm saying? Go there and catch something because you eat it. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing these white boys on TikTok, you know, going to these Asian countries and they drinking stuff and they, you know what I'm saying? The next clip is them talking about they in the hospital because their stomach hurting because they drunk some of the tap water out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta have some common sense when it comes to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if you don't got common sense, you got the law. You know what I'm saying? So the law can replace your common sense if you ain't got none. Not even replace your common sense. It can, you know, edify you. If you don't got common sense to not go eat something that you just hit, the law will tell you not to do it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to continue on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 24. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even. Verse 25. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. You know what I'm saying? So verse 26. The carcass of every beast which divideth the hoof and is not cloven footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Everyone that toucheth them shall be unclean. So the pig, even if you just touch a pig, you're unclean. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of the main ones. Well, other things that we can't eat horse. But you can't. You could touch a horse and not be unclean. But I'm like, you know, you can't eat a horse. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody remember when they were saying Burger King was serving horse meat? When I was like a rumor, or am I tripping? Because I remember hearing that. And even when, you know, people was hearing it, they were still eating there. Basically saying if it was horse meat, they don't care. They're going to eat it anyway. You can't eat horse. You can't eat horse. You can't eat camel. What else? What else? You can't eat ponies. Like, there's all types of stuff. Like, why would you even want to eat it anyway? Like, why does that look appealing to you? In what way does that a horse look, you know what I'm saying, like a good meal? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But that was the first 7 verses in the English. We're going to go on to the next 7 verses in Hebrew, right? So that'll be Leviticus 27 and Leviticus 27 to 11 and 33. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 27 in the Hebrew. White, it's like a wakal, hawa, lara, al, ka, payawa, ba, bakal, haka, yaha, hahala, kata, al, arabai, sta, ma'ayoma, hama, lakam, kala, it's like a call. Hanagai, Bana Balathama, Yasama'a, it's like Yatama'a, Ida, it's like a Ha'ai Ra, verse 28, Waha Nasha, Nabalathum, Waya ka, it's like Waya bakama, it's like Kasa, Waya wa ya ka basa, Baga da yawa, wasa ma'a, like watama'a, ida, hi, it's like a hi, rob, ta Ayam, Hamaha, Lakum, verse 29, White Waza'a, Lakum, Hatama'a, Basharat, so like Basharataza, Hasharataza, it's like I'll, Ha'arat, so like Ha'arataza, Hatha Lada, Waha I Kabar, it's like Waha I Kabar, Waha Tazaba, Lama Yana Hawa, verse 30, Waha Bakwa, Waha, it's like Wahaka, Wahala Sa'a, Waha Thamata, it's like Thamata, Waha Thama, it's like Waha Thana Shamath, verse 31, Alaha, Hasa Ayam, Lakam, it's like a Bakal, Hasharataza, Call, Hana Da'ai, Bahama, Bama, Bamathum, Watama'a, Ida, Ha'ira, verse 32, Wakal, it's like a Wakal, Ashar, Wapa, Wapal, Ila, Al-Yawa, Mahama, it's like Mahama, Bama Tama, Waya, it's like Watama'a, Makal, Kalya, Aitaza, Awa, Bagada, it's like Awa, Iwara, Awa, Shakwa, Call Ya, Ashar, Ya'isha, Mala'a, Kaha, Waya, it's like a Waka, it's like verse 33, it's like a Wakal, Call Ya, Hara, it's like a Harasha, Ashara, it's like a Ashar, Yaka, it's like Yakwa, it's like a Yapal, Mahama, All, Mawakawa, it's like a Call, Ashar, Watawakawa, Yatama'a, Wa'akwa, Dasha Barak, it's like a Dasha Barawak. That's it. Right. So that was the next 7 verses in the Hebrew. So we'll go back to the English. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 27, in the English. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso toucheth their carcass shall be unclean until the even. Now it says, whoso touches their carcass, you know what I'm saying? So if you going and you picking up roadkill, or if you know what I'm saying, you in the woods and you hunting, you know what I'm saying, which, we don't really do, you know what I'm saying? It's a rare, select few of us that actually hunt. You know what I'm saying? That's more like a Edomite thing. But if you hunting and you see a dead animal, you're going to leave it alone. You ain't going to touch it because then you're going to be unclean. You know what I'm saying? You touch anything that's decaying or dead, you're going to be unclean. You know what I'm saying? You go to a funeral, you're around a dead body, you're unclean for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? This is actually getting into the law of being unclean, which is, later in the book of Leviticus. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they have ham sandwich meat, but I always wear gloves. Would that be unlawful? I don't think that would be unlawful if you wear gloves. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not unlawful. Don't quote me on that, but I'm more than likely sure it's not unlawful. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they have in their house. You know what I'm saying? You're not eating it. Like, I would call somebody and ask that. Don't quote me, but I don't believe that's unlawful if you're wearing gloves and you're touching it. Because sometimes, people work at restaurants and they got to touch it. You know what I'm saying? They come in contact with it with gloves on. I'm pretty sure that does not make you clean if you have gloves on. So, yeah. Like we were saying, like you touching dead animals, you're going to be unclean. That's just plain and simple. You know how many diseases animals carry? You know what I'm saying? Even like, a little street dog, rabbit, you know what I'm saying? Carrying some type of parasite, birds. It's a lot of birds flying around. You picking up a dead bird, now you got something. You got a small little cut on your finger, you don't even know you picking up a dead animal. First you unclean, and now you got some type of parasite that you can't get rid of. Now you got to cut your hand off, or you're just going to die. You know what I'm saying? It's going to attack your immune system. It's going to shut your organs down. You're dead. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be curious and pick up dead animals. Like, that's just gross. You know what I'm saying? First of all, how do you even deal with the smell if you get that close to a dead animal? You know what I'm saying? I know I can't. You know what I'm saying? I see roadkill. My window down, I damn near throw up. It's a horrible smell. But you want to get up and close and personal and touch it and examine it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a man famous, you know what I'm saying, famous for the wrong things that did the same thing. Like pick up roadkill, take it home, cut it open and examine it. That man ended up being Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? If you go in and you examine dead animals, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It's dead, leave it be. You know what I'm saying? Let it be dead, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to do the extras. Don't, you know what I mean? Stop trying to be curious. Be curious about something, look up a YouTube video, bro. YouTube University. Don't go out on your nearest street and see a dead dog and pick it up and go examine it. Because now, like I say, you're going to get something. You're going to catch something that you can't get rid of. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life, man. We're going to keep going, though. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 28. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. So everybody knows about this. Being unclean, showering, washing your clothes. To being unclean until sundown, right? Verse 29. These among also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind. Verse 30. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. So all these things is unclean. You know what I'm saying? This named out very specific things. Chameleons, lizards, snails, moles, mouses, tortoises, ferrets, weasels. You know what I'm saying? All these things are unclean. Verse 31, these are unclean to you, all that creep. So like to you among all that creep, whosoever do touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the even. So if you touch, a dead, like we saying a dead, any type of dead animal. You know what I'm saying? They say if you touch them when they dead, then you're unclean. Not only is it gross, you know what I'm saying? Not only is it the law, it's gross. It's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come to the school and you dapping brothers up, you know what I'm saying? And you on the side, picking up dead animals, you know what I'm saying? Nobody know about that. You know what I'm saying? Just nasty, just gross, man. Just gross. Right? Verse 32. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, do fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood, or raiment, or skin, or sack. Whatsoever vessel it be wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even, so it shall be cleansed. Verse 33, and every earthen vessel wherein unto any of them falleth whatsoever it is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Verse 34, of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean, and all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel shall be unclean. Verse 35, and everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean and shall be unclean unto you. Verse 36, nevertheless, a fountain or a pit wherein there is plenty of water shall be clean, but that which toucheth their carcass shall be unclean. And if any part of their carcass shall fall upon the sowing seed, which is to be sown, it shall be clean. All right. Moving on to the next 7 verses in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom Lord, sir. Officer Lahab. Next 7 verses, Leviticus 11 and 34. So we'll be starting from, right? The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 34. Okay. Verse 34. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 34. Makal, Ha'akala, Ashar, Ya'akal, Ashar, Waba, Yaba, Wa'a, Ila, Al Yawa, Wayama, Watama'a, Naba, Nakal, Wakala, Ma Shakwaha, Ashar, Yaba, Wa'a, Al Yawa, Mayam, Waya, Watama'a, Wakal, Ma Shakwa'a, Ashar, Yashata, Bakal, call Ya, Yatama'a, verse 35, Wakal, Ashar, Yapal, Mana, Boya, Ma, Na, Ba, Latham, Al Yawa, Watama'a, Thana Wara, Waba, Wakaya Rayam, Yatataza, Tama Ayam, Hama, Watama Ayam, Ya Hayawa, Lakam, verse 36, Ana, Ma'ai Ya'ima, Ya'ima Na, Waba Wara, Makwa Raha, Mayam, Yahaya, Taha Yara, Waba, Wana Ga'ai, Bana Ba Latham, Yatama'a, verse 37, Wakaya, Yapal, Mana Ba Lathama, Al, Call, Zarai, Zarawai, Ashar, Wazda Ra'ai, Ta Hawara, Hawa'a, verse 38. Verse 38. Wakal, Wakaya, Yataza, Mayama, Al, Wa Ra'ai, Wana Paul, Mana Bala Tama, Al Yawa, Tama'a, Hawa'a, Lakam, verse 39, Wakaya, Yama Wata, Maza, Mana, Haba Hamanaha, Hamaha, Haba Hamaha, Ashar, Haya'a, Lakam, La'akala, Hanaga'ai, Bana Ba La Tama, Yatama'a, Ida, Ha'ai Rab, verse 40, last verse, Waha Akal, Manaba Latama, Yaka Bama, Tagyaba, Kasa, Baga Dayawa, Watama'a, Ida, Ha'irab, Waha Nasha, Ath, Naba La Tama, Yakaba Yakabasa, Ma, it's like a Baga Dayawa, Watama'a, Ida, Ha'ira. That was the last verse right there. So going back to the English, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 34. In the English, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 34. Of all meat, also like it. Okay, come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 34. In the English, like it. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean. And wait. Oh, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 41. And every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination, it shall not be eaten. Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever hath more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination. Ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them that ye should be defiled thereby. So verse 41, it says, every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. That's like it. Verse 40. What does it say about the belly? Like verse 42, whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, I'm saying the belly, that's pretty simple, man. There's only a couple animals. Or there's only one animal on the earth that literally glides upon the earth on their belly. Snakes. You cannot eat snakes. All y'all folks in the southern that's not in the school that don't understand that you can't eat anything you want. You cannot eat snakes, man. I done seen so many people frying up snakes and frying up alligator and all type of lizards and crocodiles and this, that, and the third. And it's like, bruh, you cannot eat that, man. According to the Lord, according to God, it's an abomination. It says right here, do not make yourselves abominable by eating these things. You know what I'm saying? Do not do that. You know what I'm saying? By eating these things, defiling yourself. Right? So verse 43, ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them that ye should be defiled thereby. Verse 44, for I am the Lord your God, ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 45, for I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. Right? The Lord said, I am holy, man. I brought you out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And just, it's like, the Lord said, I am holy, and you shall be holy. Holy meaning separate. The Lord God of Israel is not the Lord God of everybody, not the Lord God of the entire earth. Yeah, he created the entire earth, but he is the only God. You know what I'm saying? He's only the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the children of Israel. He's not the Asians' God or the Hindus' God or the Arabs' God or the Christian God. You know what I'm saying? The God of the Bible is completely different than the God of the God in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? He's the one true God, the only man. It's like the only, the only thing that created the entire earth and everything on it. You know what I'm saying? All the creeping things, the flying things, all the beasts, you know what I'm saying? And he's telling you what you can eat, what you can't eat. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat frogs, you can't eat snakes, you can't eat lizards, you can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat anything you want. The Lord is giving you the instructions of what you can and can't eat right here. And you read this and you continue to do what you want to do. You continue to want to eat all those disgusting things. You cannot put that old man away. You cannot put those disgusting things down. I don't see why it's so hard to put down shrimp, crab, or lobster, or them pickled pig feet, or the snake, or the rat, or not the rat. I'm pretty sure y'all eat rat anyway. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't put it past them. You know what I'm saying? The bat. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of abominations, stuff that you should not be putting in your body. You know what I'm saying? Besides the law telling you not to do it, it's just probably not. It's not even probably. It's just not healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why blacks, natives, Hispanics is like, you know what I'm saying, specifically, Judites, man. You know what I'm saying? We're so, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. That stuff is so common within our community, within our nation, because we consume so much pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. It's literally killing us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the cheapest stuff at the store. You know what I'm saying? The system is designed for you to go and buy that stuff. It's the cheapest thing. You know what I'm saying? You only get a certain amount of food stamps a month. You know what I'm saying? Is you're gonna take, you know what I'm saying, this much, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go for the cheaper option. You know what I'm saying? A pack of pork bacon is probably way cheaper than not even probably, it is way cheaper than a pack of beef bacon. And some stores don't even sell it. You know what I'm saying? They advertise the pork way more because America knows, the system knows that blacks and Hispanics should not be eating that stuff, man. You see them Asians, they literally consume anything they want. Anything. Like I literally see, like, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it too. This Asian lady on social media literally take the head off of like them little, little seed things that sit in the shell. She literally bite the head off, and it's just disgusting. But nothing happened to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have all the issues, within their nation that we do. It's because of the things we consume. It's because we don't follow the law. You put all these horrible, disgusting things in your body like it's just all right, and it's really not. And the Lord is very wrath, or very wroth, very upset when we don't follow His laws, especially when it's something as simple as don't eat this. You know what I'm saying? You should treat all these things like you got an allergy to them. You know what I'm saying? Treat these things like if I eat these, I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? Snails and caterpillars. Oh my gosh. Snails and caterpillars, all types of bugs. Like, it's just gross. It makes my stomach hurt. So watching it. How is that appetizing? You know what I'm saying? What is it like? Ugh, like, come on now. It's just not it. You got to look at all these things like you got an allergy to them. If I eat these, I'm going to die. Because then ultimately you are. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, after 20, 30, 40 years of eating pork bacon every day, 5 days a week for breakfast, you wonder why you can't lose weight. Or you wonder why you sweat all the time. You wonder why, you smell. You wonder why your cholesterol high. You wonder why, you know what I'm saying? You got all these issues. You know what I'm saying? Pigs, their flesh carries parasites. You know what I'm saying? And it does not die when they die. Come on now. Pigs don't sweat. Pigs do not sweat. They don't have the pores, the glands to sweat. So every bad thing in them, that if they don't pee or poop it out, it stays in them. All those, those toxins, it stays in their bloodstream. It stays in the flesh. It stays in that pack of bacon you're eating. It stays in that pork chop. It stays in that ground pork sausage that you eat, man. It stays there. And guess what? All this stuff, that stuff transferred to you. And now you at the hospital or at the doctor 2-3 times a week, watching your cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? Or your sugar too high. Or you got high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Your A1C, this, that, and the third. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not right. And the only reason why we get punished for it and we suffer the consequences of these things is because the Lord told us not to do it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is like punishing us for eating this stuff. He's punishing us with health issues. You know what I'm saying? You know how many blacks and Hispanics die from heart attacks? You know what I'm saying? And what's it called? Just high blood pressure, diabetes. Like, come on now. Like, Black people, a lot of, our nation don't really die from natural causes. It's always something messing up in our body. You know what I'm saying? Always something going wrong with our body because we didn't eat right when we was younger up into our old age. You know what I'm saying? We didn't, work out or exercise or do things to, maintain our body. You know what I'm saying? You got to maintain your body. Your body is a temple. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's not just, something you could do whatever you want to and not face the consequences of. You know what I'm saying? You're going to face the consequences of everything you do as far as physical activity and what you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? You're going to face the consequences. You know what I'm saying? And you would rather your consequences be good ones, healthy consequences. You know what I'm saying? You go into the gym, you start seeing you losing a little weight. Or you maintaining this figure that you like, you know what I'm saying? Or you eating a little bit different. You add a little more fruit to your diet. You put away the pork. You put away the shrimp, crab, and the lobster. You put away all those unhealthy things. You put away all the bacon grease and this, that, and the third. And you're starting to see that you could breathe a little bit better. You don't gotta walk. When you walk down the stairs, you're not out of breath. You know what I'm saying? You could run longer. You could take longer walks. You know what I'm saying? You start to see these things. But all the bad things that happen because we eat these things, the consequences from the Lord, man. Don't ever mistake anything that He do as just a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? There is no such thing as a coincidence when it comes to the Lord. You wonder why blacks and Hispanics die from heart attacks all the time. You know what I'm saying? die from strokes. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why. Well, I know why. Because we have a problem with what we consume, what we put in our body. We have a problem with not following the law of God. The law of God tells you cannot eat abominable things, and we still do it. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact it's, probably somebody black grandma that's cooking a pork chop right now for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It's about 10 o'clock right now. Probably already had it, that bacon. You know what I'm saying? It's just gross. You know what I'm saying? And it's an abomination. You upset the Lord when you do these things. So we bear the consequences of these things. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to continue on. It's like it was 47. So last verse, 47. To make it, so like in verse 46, to this is the law of the beast and the fowl and every living thing, every living creature that moveth in the waters and every creature that creepeth upon the earth. To make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. You know what I'm saying? That's wrapping up the chapter, telling you right there. The Lord just told you what you can and you can't eat. Now, if you go and continue to eat these things, you're going to die. Period, point blank. That's just it. You're going to die. You're going to have a whole world. Your chart is going to be, oh my gosh. You're going to be on 6, 7 medications a week. You know what I'm saying? Got that little pill bottle. You know what I'm saying? This one's for my blood pressure. This one's for my A1C. This one's for my sugar. This one's for my cholesterol. This one's for my headaches. This one's for my migraines. Like, oh my gosh. Almost every problem in your body can be cured with good exercise and good and eating right. You know what I'm saying? Almost everything that you do, almost every, thing going wrong with your body, you can, what's it called? You can fix it with eating right. You know what I'm saying? All these abominable things that you're eating is really what's affecting your body, what's affecting you from being, the best, in the best shape physical. You know what I'm saying? But that's right here, wrapping up the chapter, telling you what you can and you cannot eat. Verse 47, I'll read it again. To make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. Right? Over all the years, I ate those abominations. Now I've been in this since 2013. I feel my body is still paying the price at times. Most High in Christ, I'm no longer that person. Damn right, Most High in Christ is that you're not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? We got to take care of our bodies, and especially when it comes to eat, and especially eating right. You know what I'm saying? You want to eat anything you want, you're going to pay the consequences for it, and it's not going to be pretty. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be wondering why you're at the doctor all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to wonder why your head always hurting again. Your feet always swollen. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? It's because you don't eat right. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ is, you know what I'm saying? You eat right, get healthy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move on to the next 7 verses, right? So it's going to be the book of Leviticus, chapter 12, verse 1. Saying in the Hebrew. The book of Leviticus, chapter 12, verse 1. Waya Dabar Yahweh al Masha La'amar, verse 2. Wada Dabar al Banaya Yashra Allah La'amar Ashar Kaya Taza Ra Ya'ai Waya Lada Zakara Watama'a Shaba'ai Yama Yum Kayamya, it's like Kayamaya Nadatha, like in the Da Thawa, it's like a Dawa Daha Tata Ma'a, verse 3, Wabaya Wam, it's like a Waya Bayawam Hasha Ma Yanya Yama Wa, it's like Yama Wala, it's like a Bashar Ira Latawa, verse 4, Washa la Shamya, so like a Shayam, Wayama, Wa la, so like Wala Shata, Wala Sha, Wama, like a Ya, Yama Yum, like a Yum Yum, that's the Shab, Ba, Bada, so like Bada Maya, Ta, Ha, Raha, Baka, Bakala, Kwa, so like Kwadash, La'a, Taga I, Taga I, Wa'al, Tama Kodash, La'a, Taba'a, it's like Aida, Mala'a, Yamya, Tahara, verse 5, Wa'ama, Wa'ama, Nakwa, Baha, Talada, Wata, Watama'a, Shaba Yum, Kana Data, Ya Shasha, it's like Yash Shayum, Yawama, Wa Shasha, Yum Yum, the Shab, Al, Damaya, Mahara, verse 6, Waba La'am, sorry, Waba Mala'ath, Yamya, Tahara, Labaza, like Labana, Laban, Awa, Labata, Taba Ya'a, Kabash, it's like a Kabash, Bana, Shana Tawa, La I Laha, Wabana, Wayana, Awa, Thara, Laka All, Kwa, it's like a Puff, it's like a Putha Ka, Ahal, Mawa'id, Allah, Hakahun, verse 7, last verse, Wahakwa Raya Banwa, Lapa Naya Yahweh, Lapanya Yahweh, Waka Para, Waya Kapar, Ilaha, Al Yaha, La Yaha, Wata Ha Raha, Mama Kora, Dama Yama, Dama Yaha, Za'ata, Tawa Rata, Haya La Da, Lazakar, Awa, Lana Kwa Baha. That was it in Hebrew. Give me 1 second, drop it right back. Excuse me, right quick. Facts. All right, the book of Leviticus, chapter 12, verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman have conceived seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation for her infirmity, shall she be unclean. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically speaking about after a woman gives birth, how long she'll be unclean for until she come back in the congregation. You know, this is a time to be with your son, you know what I'm saying, your newborn child, man. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it a time for you to separate yourself from the congregation, but you know what I'm saying, to bond with that newborn child, man. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, get to, you know what I mean, spend the first few moments of that child's life, you know what I'm saying? You know, around him. You know what I'm saying? Verse 3, in the eighth day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. This right here is the law of circumcision. On the eighth day, according to the law of Moses and the law of the Lord, on the eighth day, all the men of Israel, all black, native, Hispanic men shall be circumcised on the eighth day. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's having sons in the truth, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody follows law on the eighth day after he was born. You know, he go get, you know what I'm saying? Pretty self-explanatory. I feel like I don't got to go into that. Everybody here is an adult. Everybody knows what circumcision is, but it's to happen on the eighth day. You know what I'm saying? Just the law. Verse 4, and she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 30 days. She shall touch no hollow thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purification be fulfilled. Purifying be fulfilled. Right. So it's like verse 4, and she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 30 days. She shall touch no hollow thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled. So this is just a time to give a sister to heal. You know what I'm saying? Separate yourself from the congregation, heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just did an amazing thing, man. You just gave birth to a whole child, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, that experience can be strenuous, you know what I'm saying? It's not just something you can, you know what I'm saying, do and then, you know, right back to it, you know what I'm saying? You know, some sisters are strong like that, but this right here is, you know, the Lord giving you, you know, a time to heal, a time for, you know, to get yourself right, a time to be around your newborn child, you know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, you know, you just experience childbirth, you just experience labor, like it's a strenuous thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's giving you, you know, some time to, you know, I mean, get yourself right, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, sir, if I may just like, so acknowledge you. Oh, most high Christ is the water, man. It's all, you know, due to the men above me and the Lord, man. The water, appreciate that. Like I was saying, man, this is the time you purify yourself, you know what I'm saying? Get right. You know what I'm saying? So it says 30 in 3 days. You know what I'm saying everybody can do math. 33 days. Pretty sure 30 and 3. You know what I'm saying? You purify yourself, you know, you know what I'm saying? Just get yourself right. Give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? After what you just did, man. It's no easy feat, you know what I'm saying? Giving birth, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all have about 4 or 5 kids, man. Strong sisters, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably to y'all sisters, man, that didn't have, you know, plenty of kids, probably can be like, yeah, this ain't my first time, you know, going through labor and this, that, and the third, delivering the baby, and you know what I'm saying? Right back at it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep going. Verse 5, but if she bear a man child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks. As in her separation, she shall continue in the blood of her purifying 60 days. If I'm not mistaken, I think score is 20. So 3 score will be, let me see, let me look it up. Let me be correct. Just assume. 3 score. Pretty sure a score is 20. Yeah, 3 score, you know what I'm saying? 60, the water, the one y'all. So I'm Lord Christ, the one, all the way from Florida, man. Lord Christ, 60, appreciate that. Saying verse 5, but if she bear man child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks as in her separation, and shall continue in the blood of her purifying 60 days. I'm saying verse 6, and when the days of her purifying be fulfilled for a son, for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon or a turtle dove for a sin offering unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation unto the priest. Verse 7, who shall offer it before the Lord and make an atonement for her, and she shall be cleansed from the issue of her blood. That is the law for her that hath born a male or a female. You know what I'm saying? This is just basically saying how, you know what I'm saying, after experiencing childbirth, you just purify yourself, you know what I'm saying? Salakia to the sisters, this might seem a little graphic. You know what I'm saying? After childbirth, you know, everything not right. You know what I'm saying down there. Or with, dang, this is since dang, bro. Put on the spot, man. The scriptures put me on the spot. I don't know really how to explain it, but to heal, you know what I'm saying? Get everything back right, get everything back working, get, yourself to your full capacity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen childbirth. I'm young, so I don't know how bloody it is. But what I hear is just, it's not a pretty sight. You know what I'm saying? But this is right here, just basically the Lord giving you time to heal. You know what I'm saying? Clean yourself up after this. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go on to the next 7 verses in the Hebrew. All right, so that'll be Leviticus 12 and 8 to 13 and 6. All right. The book of Leviticus, chapter 12, verse 8. Wa'ama la'a tama taza'a yadaha daya shaha wala kwa kaha shatya tarayam awa ashaya anasha banaya yawa naha akad la'ai laha kada laka ta'ath laka par al yaha al ya hakahun wataharaha. The book of Leviticus, chapter 13, verse 1. Wayadabar Yahweh al Masha wa all Aharon La'amar, verse 2. Adama Kaya Yahaya Ba'ayar Basha Bashar wa Sha'ath Awa Sakapata Awa Awa Baharath Wa Haya Ba'aiwar Shama Basha Rawa Lana Ga'ai Tazara Aita Tazara'ai Wa'aba'a all Ha'arun Aharun Hakahun Awa all Akkad Maba Nayawa Haka Hanaya, verse 3. Wara'aha Hakahun Ath Hana Ga'ai Ba'aiwara Habashar Washa Ira Bana Ga'ai Hapana Hapara Labana Laban Wama Ra'ah Hana Ga'ai I'm a pa ma'aiwar Basha Rawa Naga'ai Tazara'aita Hawa'a Wara Ahawa Hakahun, Watama'a, Athawa, verse 4. Wa'ama, Baharath, Labana'a, Labana, Hawa'a, Ba'ai Basharawa, Wa'ai Mapa, Wa'ai Makwa, Hayaza, Mara'a, Maza, Mana, Ha'ai Wara, Washa I Raha, La'a, Hapora, Labana, Wahasa Sagayar, Hakahun, Hana Ga'ai, Shaba'aith, Yum, verse 5. Wara, Ahawa, Hakahun, Baya Wum, Hashabah Ya'aya, Yahana, Hana Ga'ai, Imad, Ba'aya Na Yawa, La'a, Pasha, Hana Ga'ai, Ba'ai Wara, Hasa Gaya Rawa, Hakahun, Shaba'aith, Yum, Shanaya, verse 6, last verse. Verse 6, Raba'a, Hakahun, Athwa, Bayawam, Hasha Baya'aya, Hasha Baya'aya, Shanaya, Wahana, Kaha, Hana Ga'ai, Wala'a, Pasha, Hana Ga'ai, Ba'ai Wara, Wata, Wawa, Hakahun, Masa Kath, Haya Wakabasa, Gada Yawa, Watahar. All right, so that was the book of Leviticus, chapter 12. That was the book of Leviticus, chapter 12 and 8 to 13 and 6. We'll be going over it in the English. The book of Leviticus, chapter 12, verse 8. And if she be not able to bring a lamb, then she shall bring 2 turtles and 2 young pigeons, and the one for the burnt offering, and the other for a sin offering. And for the priest shall make an atonement for her, and she shall be clean. So again, we're going over. This is how you purify yourself after giving birth. I'm saying you take the sacrifices to the temple, you give them to the priest of God. They sacrifice them for a sin offering and for a burnt offering, and then you shall be clean again. You know what I'm saying? This is how you purify. It's how you cleanse yourself after having a birth. After birthing a child, a man or woman. So that was the book Leviticus 12. Now we're going to go into the book of Leviticus, chapter 13, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, When a man shall have in the skin of his flesh a rising, a scab, or a bright spot, and it be in the skin of his flesh, like the plague of leprosy, then he shall be brought unto Aaron the priest, and unto one of his sons the priest, and the priest shall look on the plague in the dark skin of the flesh, and when the hair in the plague is turned white, and the plague in sight be deeper than the skin of his flesh, it is a plague of leprosy, and the priest shall look on him and pronounce him unclean. This right here is saying leprosy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look on the skin and you see that it's deeper than like the first layer of your skin and just look gross and infected, and you shall be pronounced a leper. You know what I'm saying? Leprosy. You know what I'm saying? You be taken to the priest and they say, okay, this brother's unclean, he has leprosy. You know what I'm saying? It just looks like, not to be graphic, just like gashes in your skin, just like, you know, like the little zombie prop makeup look, that's leprosy. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this is not, it don't look right. Right? Verse 6. Also like it. Verse 4. And if the bright spot be white in the skin of his flesh, and the sight and not be deeper than the skin, and the hair thereof be not turned white, then the priest shall shut him that he hath the plague 7 days. Verse 5. And the priest shall look on him the 7th day, and behold, if the plague in his sight be at a stay, and the plague spread not in the skin, and the priest shall shut him up 7 days more. Basically, like separating yourself from the congregation for 7 days, and if it don't go away another 7 days, you shut up for another 7 days. Is what it's saying. Verse 6. And the priest shall look on him again the 7th day, and behold, if the plague be somewhat dark, and the plague spread not in the skin, the priest shall pronounce him clean. It is but a scab. You know what I'm saying? And he shall wash his clothes and be clean. You know what I'm saying? So after these days, and you know, the wound is healing, and it looks just like a scab. You know what I'm saying? You know, your skin has, you know, started to regenerate over. You know what I'm saying? You know, the area. You know what I'm saying? And the priest will say, okay, you healed. Now it's just a scab. Go clean yourself, go wash your clothes, and you back clean, and you welcome back in the congregation. Pretty self-explanatory, right? I think we just got the last 7 verses, right? And we're just gonna finish the last 7 verses in the English, right? And we're gonna roll. The book of Leviticus, chapter 13, verse 7. But if the scab spread much abroad in the skin, after that he hath been seen of the priest for his cleansing, he shall be seen of the priest again. And if the priest see that, behold, the scab spreadeth in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce them to be unclean. It is leprosy. So again, if the scab starts spreading throughout all the skin and it's not healing properly, then now he's pronounced back unclean. Or now you're pronounced unclean if the scab is now looking, you know, infected, or if the scab is spreading. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, right? Verse 9, when the plague of leprosy is in a man, then he shall be brought unto the priest. Verse 10, and the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin, and if it have turned the hair white, and there be a quick raw flesh in the rising, it is an old leprosy in the skin of his flesh. And the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall not shut him up, for he is unclean. For he is unclean. And if leprosy break out abroad in the skin, and the leprosy cover all the skin of him that hath the plague, from his head even to his foot, wheresoever the priest looketh, then the priest shall consider, and behold, if the leprosy have covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him unclean, that he hath the plague. It is all turned white, he is clean. All right. And speaking about leprosy, you know what I'm saying, the difference between clean and unclean when it comes to leprosy, the healed and the healed, you know what I'm saying? So the first one over, this is the last verse. But when it first went over, you know what I'm saying, if you see a leprosy and it looks, you know, it's gross, you know what I'm saying? It's all infected and it just looks graphic. I'm not trying to get into it. Weak stomach, man. But if you look gross and you look infected, then you shut away for 7 days if it's not healed. I mean, the priest come and see you, he declare you unclean, he declare you got leprosy, you got to be shut away from the congregation. You go away, you get put away from the congregation, you know what I'm saying, for 7 days, come back, look at you again. If it's healed, you're good. Go wash your clothes, go bathe, you know what I'm saying, get yourself right, you're good. You know what I'm saying, if it's not, you're put for another 7 days, you know what I'm saying. And if you be clean, again, you're welcome back to the congregation. If it's the scab is now healing around the wound, the skin is starting to regenerate, you're good. You can go back into the congregation. But this right here is saying that the leprosy spread all over your body and it's an old leprosy, you can tell that it's old, you should be clean. It's not leprosy, it's not current, and the plague is not spreading anymore. You know what I'm saying? So with that, that's really gonna wrap it up, man. You know, Isupk, Southern California Sabbath service, man. We went over 49 verses in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the English, man, every Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? But with that, I'm gonna close the class out. You know what I'm saying? Shalom Yahweh Shem Thumb to the brothers. Salam Yahweh Shemar Latham by Shem Yahweh to the sisters, man. Isupk, Southern California, West Coast Cookout. You know what I'm saying? October 2nd through the 5th, man. stay posted for the itinerary. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be coming, man. All the heavy hitters from around, the nation of Israel gonna be showing up, you know what I'm saying? Commander Junior Honda's giving a lecture. And then shortly after that lecture, you know what I'm saying, going to the club, you know what I'm saying? Going all black party, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for the itinerary, man. Show up, man. Come to the cookout, man. Come, eat and drink amongst your brothers, man. Come, enjoy yourself, you know what I'm saying? Come out, to the class and everything we got planned for that weekend, man. With that, Shalom, Israel.